Hello viewers, this is Obian, Voice for the People. I'm Honorable with the news. Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed has visited the Entoto Road project, which comprises of recreation centers. Deputy Mayor of Finfinne City, Engineer Takala Oma, and Director General of the Ethiopian Roads Authority, Engineer Habtamu Tagany, have also visited the project with the Premier. Recently, the Ethiopian constitution has been appropriately implemented and interpreted, and the Sidama national state has been formed, and the National Electoral Board of Ethiopia, NEB, has released the preliminary results of the referendum held for the statehood of Sidama zone. The National Electoral Board of Ethiopia announced that the majority of the voters in the recent referendum have opted for the regional states. In the preliminary result released, NEB said 2,225,249 voted for Shafeta, calling for the formation of Sidama regional state, while 33,463 voted for Gojo, the symbol for remaining as part of the southern regional state. A total of 2,777,063 voters were registered in the referendum. And in the official statement, the Electoral Board declared that the Sidama have now chosen to become a regional state. The Ethiopian Human Rights Commission stated that the Sidama referendum held on November 20th, 2019 was peaceful and no major incident was reported on polling day, despite a compressed time period for the elections and the tense political environment in the country. Yeah, when Constitution defines itself that way, peacefully, the Sidamas did that, and congratulations. And Vice President of the Oromia Region State, Shimelis Abdisa, sends his congratulatory message to the Sidama people for the success of the referendum of statehood. Let us trace out the story.
The Sidama people and people of the southern nations, nationalities and people's regional state, I would like to congratulate you over the right to self-determination through your vote as per your constitutional right. The victory you have achieved after 2 decades of struggle in a 1.5 chapter of reform is an indicator of people's freedom and liberty, and therefore an historic success. Though the constitution of the Federal Democratic Republic of Ethiopia stated that the sovereign power vested in the hands of the people of the country, the longest-standing statehood question of the Sidama people has reached this time without getting response. Researched in a short period of time, the Sidama people self-determination referendum was conducted in a democratic, free and a peaceful way, which made the Sidama region the 10th region of the federation. This move implies the implementation of ethnic-based and real federalism. The conducted referendum has shown the peace-loving culture of the Sidama people, which we are proud of it. The peaceful achievement of the Sidama statehood referendum is an evidence that ethnic-based, multicultural and lingual federalism has begun to be built in the country. It has demonstrated that listening people's voice is the only solution to give proper response to public questions rather than forceful means. It has also assured that listening one another is a pillar to ensuring the prosperity of the country. I believe that the Sidama people would contribute to the realization of the bright future of the region and our country through developing their long-time accommodating culture. I would like to reiterate our commitment to work together on ways of realizing mutual interest, prosperity, political and socio-economic benefit of our respective societies, as well as to stand against the destructive dreams of the folk groups. I believe that the result of the referendum is a transitional bridge of the region's and country's prosperity journey. The achieved victory is not the final one, but just a beginning. I would like to express our commitment towards building ethnic-based, multicultural and lingual federalism, being with Sidama and other people of the country. Shimelis Abdisa, Vice President of the Oromia Regional State.
I hope and I think the soul of heroes like Waldamoni Dubale, whose statue is in the middle of Hausa town, would satisfy with the success that has been achieved by the Sidama people. And once again, congratulations. Religious leaders of the Ethiopian Orthodox Tewahedo Church and Islam discussed the recent unrest in the country. Atisasa Fahad more.
Religious leaders of Orthodox Christianity and Islam have discussed the current situation of the country. The leaders condemn the loss of life and destruction of resources. Patriarch of Ethiopian Orthodox Tewahedo Church Abuna Matthias says the discussion is held to rescue people who are dying in the name of their religion.
ስላሉ ችግሮች ሃይማኖትን ምክንያት ያደረጉ አሉ።
There are wrongdoers who target on religion and politics. We are gathered here to set a mechanism on the ways how to stop loss of human life and to boost up peaceful coexistence.
President of the Ethiopian Islamic Affairs Supreme Court Mufti Haji Omar Idris says a discussion is undertaken to solve the ongoing dispute in some places.
Mixing up religion and politics agenda together would cause problem both on the larger public and at the government, and that is why we hosted this discussion platform.
Secretary General of Inter-Religious Council of Ethiopia, Priest Tagai Tadela, on his part noted that a discussion is held aiming to set a mechanism on how to combat inter-religious conflict.
አሁን በሀገሪቱ እየተፈጠረ ያለው ወቅታዊ ችግሮችን በተለይ የእምነትን ሽፋን ያደረገ
Currently, there are conspired casualties in the country, especially by targeting on the two religions. This means Orthodox Christians and Muslims. This is done deliberately to create chaos and unrest in the country. The undergoing religious conflicts never represent the two religion followers. We always condemn it, and that is why we host these dialogue sessions.
A member of the Somali Democratic Party Central Committee says party's merger has no negative impact on the federal system. Olma Baina at the story.
A member of Somali Democratic Party Central Committee who is also head of Somali Democratic Party Office of Infinite City, Elias Muhammad said merger of EPRDF's sister and affiliate parties is fair and timely. Elias noted that Somali Democratic Party hadn't exercised its rights in the past 27 and plus years in the Central Committee of EPRDF due to exclusive approach of the front. He further noted that Mali people were seen as second citizens of the country before the reform.
ሶዴፓ አጋር ድርጅት ነው እንጂ እንደ ሁለተኛ ዜጋ የሚቆጠር
Somali Democratic Party was among the 5 so-called affiliate parties of EPRDF. It wasn't even seen as Democratic Party, rather it had been treated as second citizen. Our party did not have the right to react in major decisions of the front and nominate a candidate for Prime Minister position. Therefore, merger of the member of the front is correct.
Elias highlighted that the merger benefits all regional parties of the front, especially the affiliate parties, those who were excluded from the central politics for a long period of time.
This merger is expected to ensure equality of all members party of a national party, that is Prosperity Party. Hereafter, no more superiority of one group, rather all should sit for round table discussion for win-win solution. So, my Demer philosophy is a solution for politics of our country.
Elias pointed out that Somali Democratic Party has been working to raise awareness of its members not to be confused with different propagandas disseminated from various sources.
ፌደራሊዝምን የሚጨፈልቅም አይደለም አህዳዊ እንትንንም ሊያመጣ የሚችልም አይደለም.
The merger process is neither to form unity state nor to weaken federalism. It rather strengthens federalism. It is a solution for challenges and problems we have been facing. I also believe that equality of nations, nationalities and peoples of the country will be ensured under Prosperity Party.
Under this PP party, Prosperity Party by Abiy Ahmed, Prime Minister of Ethiopia, what I always question myself that TPLF a little bit created gap in that and not answered today. Adama Science and Technology University announced that it has been working to create entrepreneur generation. The university has offered youth entrepreneurship training for its students. Fukad Burhan reports.
Adama Science and Technology University has offered awareness creation training for students on entrepreneurship. The training is organized by Adama Science and Technology University in collaboration with Entrepreneurship Development Center of Oromia. Associate Dean of Entrepreneurship Development Center of Adama Science and Technology University, Solomon Nufera, in his welcoming speech said the aim of the training is to initiate students for innovation and entrepreneurship.
Youth Entrepreneurship Workshop is actually to motivate the youth students to be started to entrepreneurship as the career options and help you to participate and learn about the business idea generations, opportunity identifications, as well as you will also learn about the principles of business planning, how to develop business plans, and how to develop the concrete business ideas.
Ben Philipson is chief expert of entrepreneurship at POM, Netherlands. He said that entrepreneurship is willingness of putting more efforts in the area of work.
Entrepreneurship is a mindset. Entrepreneurship is the willingness to be there before others are. Entrepreneurship is the willingness to put more effort in than others do. Entrepreneurship is trying your best to be the best in the area where you work in. That has to do with the inspiration that you bring where you want to grow to. If you are good in metallurgy, if you are good in software development, if you are good in anything else, and if you believe that there is a business out there, a business that is willing to pay for your product, willing to pay for your services, then there is an opportunity.
National trainer at Entrepreneurship Development Center of Ethiopia, Dadi Demise, for his part, noted that students should find themselves to win their lives.
I advise them just to take their own personal responsibility. Look, see, they have to entirely depend on themselves. They have to find themselves. They're deep inside. They have to find their passion. They have to find their life, so that they can get happiness in their life endeavor and in all their life aspects. You see, if you do not find yourself, if you do not consider your potential, if you do not reveal and unleash your potential, you will not enjoy life. And the life is seen as something just challenging and boring. They do not have to blame and externalize for everything they encounter in their lives. Okay, so they have to be competent for that. The different types of trainings regarding the professions and regarding their some fields of life, especially in financial and related marketing trainings, in accountancy, and in developing their own business plans and others.
The trainers have also expressed their happiness over the training and ready to implement it after their graduation.